Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an Acer Aspire V5 laptop. This one is a V5-472P-6467. And in this video I'm going to show you guys how to open up and how you can service this laptop at your home with less tools and easy way, step by step, how to do it and how to take it apart and how you can put it back together. And I'm going to show you the tools that I use, and I'll leave the link for these tools in my video description so you guys can purchase it by yourself. You should be doing your own maintenance, your own repaste, cleaning of the motherboard, heatsink, fan every year or every year and a half, at least depending on the usage. If yours is running a little warm and you want to just service it up to give a better lifespan, then you can do this at any time. It's really easy to do. I'm going to go over the tools that I will be using. Number one, it will be an alcohol, an isopropyl or isopropyl alcohol, 90% plus or 95% plus. These are really important. Do not use any 75 or 70 or any other alcohol. You will need a thermopaste. You can use an Arctic MX4, or you can go with a little overkill with a Cryonaut, a thermal greasy Cryonaut. I do not recommend you guys because it's really overkill and expensive. Go with an MX4 or MX5, and you will need a workshop towel. And you will need about one sheet of the workshop towel. And you need a screwdriver set. I'll recommend you guys to keep at home an UFIXTEK screwdriver set, as they have one of the best screwdrivers out there. These are made out of S2 class steel. These are really toughened and hardened steel. You're going to be using a Phillips number 1. If you get the Pro set, you get on opening tools and tweezers and few other tools. But if not, grab yourself a guitar pick. And metallic guitar picks are really suitable to opening cases and covers. And you will need a toothbrush, used or new toothbrush. Grab your toothbrush. And with all this on hand, we're going to get it started. You want to power off the laptop. Remember, once we do this service, you do not lose any files. You don't need to do any reconfiguration or anything like that. So down here, you're going to see a whole bunch of screws. All the screws are the same size and height, so don't worry about mismatching them. So go ahead and start from one corner and remove them and keep them in one pile. You can use a little magnet beside the screw on the head or magnetize them to pull out really fast. And go ahead and remove all of them. Also, if you guys like my videos, if my videos are helping you guys out, you want to support the channel, you can do that by clicking that like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It will be a great support for me to make more videos, take requests, answer your questions in the comment area. Alright, once we remove all the screws, just double check, make sure you have removed all of them, the two in the middle. Now what you want to do, you want to grab the opening tool, in this case a guitar pick, and you want to stick it between the bottom cover and the palm rest right there. Stick it right in there about 1 or 2 millimeters, and you want to just twist it and you want to hear a click sound. Those click sounds are what you want to hear. You want to do that all around towards the right side. Work yourself to the left side all the way to the back corner, and do the right end and left side. The cover should come out pretty easy with no force. Now, you see this I/O side at the back. So what we want to do, you want to grab it from the front, bring it up a little bit and wiggle it around, and we want to push it towards the back end where the HDMI port is, slowly, gently, and it should release the back end. This is the bottom cover, bottom chassis. There's a dust mesh in here. You can take it outside, blow some compressed air, and clean up the dust mesh everywhere here. And down here, you're going to see the whole motherboard. Yours might have a little GPU on them that will be installed right here. So that will be a heat pipe going from here, or from here, 2 screws going to this side. There's a dummy caddy for the fan. There's no fan or anything like here. But this model has only a CPU. So it has a 1 heat pipe coming through here and fan right over here. Before we continue, we need to disconnect the battery. To disconnect the battery, just pull this jack backward gently. It's really soft. It comes out. Just pull it evenly back. Now, next, what you want to do, you want to remove the heatsink. Remove the 3 screws. They have a C-lock on them so they will not come out entirely. You just have to loosen them up. And then you want to untangle the Wi-Fi cable. Just detach the Wi-Fi cable, just pull them up. Untangle them around the fan. Remove the screw for the fan right here. The fan has a C-lock on it too. Now you need to disconnect the fan. The fan cables, I don't like pulling on the fan. What you want to do, you want to put your fingernails at the end side of the jack, white jack, and pull it backward. So that's how you can disconnect the fan. And now you can grab the fan system and bring it up. So there you have it. Now to clean it up, first let's clean up the CPU. You want to grab a little bit of the corner of the workshop towel, soak it in an alcohol, and bring it down and start rubbing over on top of the CPU. Remove the excess. Put the clean side down. You want to be gentle with this one. We don't want to damage the capacitors around it. That's why I use this workshop towel, as it degrades before damaging the capacitors on this one. So that's why I always say use the paper towel. Don't use any other cloth or anything. So once I remove the excess, we're going to grab one corner and we're going to do a second pass. Make sure you remove all the excess. Use a dry part and shine that crystal die really nice. Next, you want to remove, we're going to put the cover back on so we can work on the heatsink. We want to remove the excess of the thermal paste. And we're going to clean it up nicely, rub it right in there. Now we're going to clean up the fan right here. There's a little foam right on top, and there's a little tape right here. I'm going to use a tweezer. You're going to rip this gaffer's tape. It's called a gaffer's tape. So you want to rip it apart. Just lift it up, bring it up. You can reuse this one if you have removed it nicely. And then you can just lift up the fan like this. You don't have to rip the foam. Just flip it like that. And use a brush to clean it up and blow some air so you remove all the dust from inside there. Once you remove it, just bring it back over. You can purchase a gaffer's tape and cut your own, put it on top. And I'll leave the link for the gaffer's tape if you need to. Okay. But you actually, even without the tape, it's okay. The airflow is really nearby, so it goes through. So next, what you want to do, you want to grab your thermal paste. You want to put a tiny line on the CPU. So bring a line just like that. Put a tiny line right there. And we're going to align put the fan side down first, align it. Once you put it down, do not lift it up again. Put it down, bring it over, align the screw holes. Hold it with the finger gently in the middle and put the screws right on top. Always cross screw them, do the corner side by side. Don't go like this. Just do 1, 2, and then 3. They have a little number beside them, so as long as you cross screw them, you're fine. And put the screw for the fan. Put the fan jack slider right in there and push it all the way in. Zigzag the cable, the Wi-Fi cable right all around the fan. Bring the connector, put the connector right on top of the Wi-Fi board and just push it in there. Snap on. So snap it right on top. Okay. Now, if in the other video I forgot to show you how to replace your CMOS battery. To remove the CMOS battery, all you need to do is to put from the side, push the battery upward, and it should release itself. Alright, once you put the Wi-Fi cable, now what you need to do is to grab the battery connector and bring it and push it toward the jack evenly. Once you did that, all you need to do is to grab the bottom cover, bring it over, align it, scoop down the I/O side down in, and then push it down. You might hear a few clicks. That's what you want to hear. And the last thing down here is to put the bottom screws all over the bottom cover. If you have any question or request, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. Just gonna finish up putting up the bottom screws.